Thank you very much, Bisan Abouquaik with Al Jazeera Arabic. You laid out this plan. You're ready it seems to be on the go immediately. So just a couple of questions. Do you feel that you have enough people on the ground to actually deliver what the plan promises? And from conversations that you have been having with donors or relevant parties since, this agreement has come to light, do you think that have you sensed a desire for more people coming forward to raise more money in terms of funding all of these operations, since you actually mentioned the percentage of money that's still available now? And one last and a third follow-up, a lot of the people who have been displaced, they're going to go back to areas where there are no homes. Homes have been destroyed. Do you have enough supplies in terms of tents, caravans, all of that, for people who are displaced to actually find a place to stay when they go back to their areas?
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. So we are, in the words of my extraordinary colleague, Cindy McCain, who runs the World Food Programme, we are ready to roll. It's something she regularly says in meetings, and we are, in this case, absolutely ready to roll and deliver at scale. And I pay tribute to the work of our WFP colleagues and colleagues from across the UN and the wider humanitarian family for the preparations that they've been doing. They've wanted to get in at this scale for months. Let's be clear, we've been asking, demanding, imploring for the access which we hope that in the coming days we will now have. And so we are absolutely ready to go. As part of that, if you look at my phone now, you will see countless messages from colleagues from across the UN humanitarian family, people putting their hands up to get out there and help deliver this. This, for all of us, I think we feel the sense of purpose and the sense of mission about the importance of the work we have in the days ahead. So we have no shortage of volunteers, and we'll be taking those judgments about what expertise we need in country and in the region in the days ahead to make sure that we're not going to miss this opportunity. We must seize this opportunity of delivering at much, much greater scale than we've been able to do really since the last ceasefire when I was there back in January. On whether the donors will come forward, of course, let's wait and see. This is the moment when we test that commitment. We test whether the world will react with the generosity which I certainly feel is demanded in this situation. And, I'm an idealist here, and I refuse to believe, I cannot believe that the world will not come forward at this stage and make sure that these operations are fully funded. Anyone who has watched any of the news over the last 2 years, whose heart has been repeatedly broken by what they've seen, anyone who cares about getting the hostages home and the food in, as we all do, will surely come forward and get wholeheartedly behind this response. We do have significant supplies of tents. I can get you, the team can get you the figures of what we have on the borders ready to go in, but also what we're asking for in the days ahead. Many Palestinian civilians, as they told me they would do, will now be heading back to destroyed homes to try to restart their lives and start that long and painful process of rebuilding. This morning, when the news broke, there was huge celebration in Gaza that there was hope that this conflict was over. But then for many people, they returned to the desperation of just surviving. And a large part of that will be thinking about how they survive the winter. And so we have to get that shelter in for them, and I'm determined that we will do that.
Thank you. Ibtisam Azam, and then we'll go to Deji.
Hi, thank you. My name is Ibtisam Azam, Al Arab Al Jadid newspaper. I want to follow up on, you talked about sustained entry, but as a matter of fact, there is the issue of the blockade, and it is something that was before the beginning of this war also hindering access to Gaza. So are you calling for the lift of the blockade? And what do you think should be done about it? And then You talked about the need for bringing in hundreds of trucks, but there is also the issue of the quality of the aid that should enter, which includes probably machines and others to help you with your work, the other issues that you want to do. So how fast do you want to see all of this happening? And what about the Rafah crossing border? Are you working on having aid delivered through Rafah? Thank you.
Go ahead, Tom.
Thank you. So my assumption is we are going to have, and we must have, unimpeded humanitarian access. And so the blockade must be lifted. We have been demanding that for months, and will continue to demand that. And my reading of the agreement is that we will have that unhindered access that is so important for our life-saving work. As you say, there will be a phase beyond the immediate humanitarian response when we can turn our minds to rebuilding and that long-term resilience of Gaza. We're not there yet. We will do the planning with our colleagues, with the parties on the ground, with the region to prepare a plan for that phase. But for now, our focus is on the ceasefire and on delivering this life-saving work and saving as many lives as we can in the conditions that we find ourselves in. To do that, to your final question, yes, we need all crossings open. When we talk about unimpeded access, that means opening all of those crossings, opening up those secure routes. And so that is a key part of our dialogue, and we're obviously in very close dialogue, our team on the ground with the Israeli authorities, with the Palestinian authorities, with the region as well, including the neighbors, to ensure that we can get those crossings open.
Thank you. Deji, then Chris.
Hi, Mr. Fletcher. This is Shuda.